Mono. We definitely going mono on this one. For real. Okay. If anything, we going darker. Yeah, there you go. Definitely. All right. So, this situation, I don't know. That man, something that's been happening since the beginning of time to our people. And I'm so disappointed that in 2024, we just sitting back allowing it to happen at best. We making phone calls and posting on social media because, honey, let me tell you, it's going to take a lot more than that to stop them. Missouri needs to get rid of Mike Parsons. They need to fund and press for him to be officially exonerated. And then they need to charge Mike Parsons with murder and then execute him and then get rid of the execution in that state. Okay, that's my opinion. I didn't hear about this until the day of his execution. So, you know, um, I went to uh, what I think is reputable sources for them to post official information, transcripts, and case files that they've researched and been working on the case and everything. I'm trying to think of the channel name, and I literally not recently got off the channel. Uh, it's 1 minute something, but I'll end up posting it on my community tab. But that is definitely a channel to where you can go and get like short little videos to where he did he did a series on Marcellus Williams in his case. And it's called 1 minute left or something. It's kind of like a catchphrase, like, when you're doing a phone call in prison and they be like, you have 1 minute left. Yeah, I think that's the name of it. But he covers people who have the death penalty, and I'm assuming they're innocent because that's the whole premise of that. But anywho, Marcellus did put him on to another guy who was in his same prison near him, who also had a death sentencing date in Missouri. So he ended up doing a story on him. So I'm going to check that out next. Actually, I'm going to wait a while because initially when I heard about this case, I was very upset. I was mainly upset with, because it's no surprise what they've been doing, but I was mainly upset with just the way you guys handled it. Like, oh, called him, called him, called him. And when I say you guys, best believe me, I'm talking to so-called blacks and African Americans, because they're the ones that should be doing the most, but be doing the least every single time. And the ones that I was able to see that actually went out there protests and things like that were white people. The ones that I saw did extensive research and brought extensive information about the case were white people. And some things that the general public doesn't know about criminal justice is, in a lot of cases, in a lot of trials, there's information that is not allowed to be heard by the jury. And if you guys are watching some of these public trials, then you are starting to pick up on that. The YSL trial is one that's widely watched. So a lot of people are starting to pick up on that from there. And y'all make sure you hit that like button and share, please. This case, from the official information, trusting the source, because I haven't looked into it, it looks like this guy is not guilty. It looks like he was set up. Now, this is a woman, because we don't want to just gloss over the victim, but it's a woman, it's a white woman, and she was a reporter, I think, and I believe after she was eliminated, because she was, I don't know if we can say that word, with a knife 43 or 41 times. That's a lot. That rings more so in crime of what? Passion. Passion. And I'm going to put this on my podcast. Actually, Thursdays is supposed to be my podcast day. So next Thursday, I hope to be up and running with the podcast because that's going to be more true crime based. My niece, my niece, my brother's daughter, just went to jail. Just went to jail, like just went to jail for doing the same thing to baby daddy. But that's not even it. That's not even it. They say she also, eliminated their 4-month-old child. So we're gonna have to talk about that because. But anywho, this is how this woman was taken out. So I brought that up because of course it came to my mind, but it's also, this is her boyfriend, if you will, crime of passion, somebody you know. It is personal. There's something going on there. Okay, now they say that it was, the motive was for her to be robbed. Who what Ezel say? I steal, I don't kill. Most of the time when people want to steal, they don't want to have to deal with, you know, because 9 times out of 10, they might get away with the theft or they'll do a little time, but they don't want to have to deal with a red rum charge. Okay, even if they own drugs, they know that's something they want to avoid. Okay, 41 times. Who is hanging around to do you 41 times? I mean, back then, what could they have been on that got them acting like that? Nowadays, you could see somebody just tripping out and really doing that to somebody, probably for no reason, because it's a whole nother level out here today. But back in the what? This was like the 90s, right? 80s, 90s. It was like, what, 20 years ago? I'm not exactly sure. Nah, that sounds like a crime of passion, which, and this is just my speculation. I didn't hear this from nobody reporting on the case, but it kind of tells me that this guy was set up, because the whole thing sounds like set up to me. It really does, all right? And when you hear things or you read, I don't want to say read court transcripts because they could be a little bit more in detail. But when you get like news reportings, first of all, you shouldn't believe anything said there. But if someone does extensive research and they report back, you can choose to believe what they're saying or take it for face value, but you should still do your own research to be sure that you have all the information and that your information is accurate. Because you just can't trust any source. You just really can't. And there is so much that is twisted and left out and just made to be convenient for whomever when it comes to this type of information. And you should know that by, like I said, there's information that they won't even allow the jury to hear. They will use whatever laws that they can apply to keep the jury from hearing something, right? So when this person, this woman, was with a knife 41 times, but the motive was supposed to be to get her laptop, her wallet, and a couple other things, I think some keys or something. Who's hanging around for all that? Like, why is it important to do her? And why you gonna do it 41 times? If it's not personal, you don't know her. So if it's a 41 time, as an investigator, I'm probably going to be focusing more on that than a robbery, because I'm going to be looking at the robbery as a cover-up for the fact that they wanted her deceased. Okay, so let's just, the 41 times already is telling me that something is fishy about this case, that they're focusing on it as it was a robbery, but it was just a stranger just wanting to rob her, but they 41 times. For what reason? Then they claimed that there was hairs around. There was pubic hairs found. There was bloody footprints. There was a lot of DNA. There was a lot of evidence, a lot of DNA. And none of it was Marcellus's. None of it. None of it. Now, there was a lot going on with this knife. Now, I'm going to repeat some of the things that I've heard from the sources that I believe might be close to the truth or the truth. However, I did not actually do the research myself. So this man may not be completely accurate, but I still think it might be more to it, even so. However, there is a lot going on when it comes to the evidence with all of it, but the evidence and the knife and all that. The knife was never tested, and I can't remember who, but somebody decided that it didn't need to be tested, which is weird because you already don't have evidence on the guy yet. They had DNA evidence under her nails. Okay, she fought. And if you have pubic hairs that weren't hers, and it wasn't her husband's, because her husband put up a reward, the $10,000 reward came from the husband. So the pubic hairs must have been African American and black, right? Because I mean, Marcellus is that, right? Whatever they named, whatever y'all claiming. I don't know what they claimed it to be, because how did you link it to him? Because it's not his. It didn't test to be his. They convicted this guy with all this evidence not going back to him. So whose pubic hairs was it? It probably was Caucasian. Who's the DA? Who was the prosecutor? Who was the prosecution team at that time? Because the prosecution team now is not the same prosecution team at that time. The prosecution team is the fingerprints that was found on the knife. They claim they handled it without gloves. Now, was it their first day on the job without training? Was it? That's like you going into surgery and you looking at the surgeon and he's doing your surgery and he don't have no gloves on and wash his hands or nothing. I mean, that's how important these two procedures are, equally that important. So it was all, because now they're saying not only was the two of the prosecutors, it's two of the prosecutors now they're saying fingerprints were on the weapon and maybe some police. Again, I didn't do the research myself, but one thing I'm hearing from multiple sources is that at least one prosecutor's fingerprints were on the weapon, and that particular prosecutor has gave a statement to say that he forgot he handled it or he didn't mean to handle it without gloves. Something to that effect. Either way, he's admitting that he handled it without gloves. Why would you handle something if you handle, and anybody can correct me if I'm wrong, okay? If you handle an important piece of evidence like that in a red rum trial without any gloves, you run the risk, if not absolutely doing so, but you definitely run the risk of having that being declared a mistrial. At minimum, that evidence not being able to be used, or you're going to ruin whatever evidence you could have got off of there that could have either got a conviction or exonerated somebody, but definitely more likely got a conviction. Because if you're looking for fingerprints of somebody and somebody else's fingerprints is over those fingerprints, stuff like that. But if it's mishandled, that could help towards a mistrial or acquittal. No evidence matched. Under her fingernails, she fought. Pubic hairs, they had sex? How is it pubic hairs there? How they fall out? They didn't just fall out. 41 times pubic hairs. Come on, this was personal. So the prosecutor, sir, was it you? I gotta ask, because how was this guy set up so good and everybody went along with it? And what's his name? Parsons? That's the is he the attorney general? I don't know. I'm not deep in this, y'all. But he comes in and he presses the stay. No, it has to go forth, no matter what. Nobody is saying. Everybody and their mama is saying that this guy absolutely must get a stay of execution. He must get at least life until he can have a chance to for this evidence to be looked over and to be exonerated. Isn't he not owed at least that with all this evidence? Now, he's in Missouri. Whatever you know about Missouri, they say still mainly segregated, and there being more whites than blacks. So we know how the jury of our peers thing works. It just means that, you have a fair jury, right? But the rules on that is very complicated, and they're allowed to get away with too much, right? They're allowed to get away with too much. So they had, I think, 6 potential black jurors, and they got rid of all of them except for one. They only kept one. They were only challenged on getting rid of 3 of those 6, saying, like the defense saying, 3 of those you got rid of because you did it because they were racist. You are allowed a certain amount to get rid of without having just really any reason. But they gave like reasons like, he looked like the defendant. He had a demeanor like the defendant. That couldn't be kind of classified as racist. What was one of the other reasons? The earrings that this juror had on made me feel like they were liberal. And then another one was just kind of silly. So they really want good excuses, because how can it be that you're getting rid of 6 and they're all black, which leaves the person who is black with only one black juror? And we know, no matter what nobody says, that this country and this whole world really is ran off race. Everything revolves around race. It always has. Every story in the Bible, everything, it runs around race. Okay? You get done this way, done that way since the beginning of time because of what tribe you in, what culture you are, what bloodline you're in, and all that kind of stuff. Okay? You got families marrying their own bloodline together. I mean, this is not about race, and we're not racist, and race isn't a factor, is a bold-faced lie, and we shouldn't use it, and we shouldn't allow others to use it. And we just need to stop some stuff, okay? It just doesn't make any sense, because these are just facts. Hey, Lordship, and greetings, Brian. But these are just facts, right? So we're not gonna do that. So this is things that were allowed to pass, right? Okay, so just given everything that I'm understanding about this case, it tells me that somebody else did this, and they clearly set this man up, okay? Another thing is, the husband, a boyfriend, I think it was her husband, of the woman who's the victim, put up an award for $10,000, right? So the guy who was in prison, now the channel that I just told you about, he did a series throughout the time before Marcellus, was executed. He came back and did like 1-2 episodes after, and he interviewed a lawyer, not the lawyer on the case, but he interviewed a lawyer, and then he did one final episode. So he actually talked to Marcellus a few times. So, he got some insight on Marcellus's life and everything. And I've seen comments to where, and I know some of these people are paid, that's their job, to say these comments and things like that. But this just tells me how these people think and how they act and stuff, which I already know. But this is why our people should be definitely, you can't leave your post. You can never stop. Like, you absolutely have to be on your shit, and you have to go 10 times harder. Just to say, oh, he was a no good, jobless, fatherless, little poor broke career criminal. So why should he be, have another chance, or be, whatever, exonerated, or given a chance for his case to be looked at, or he had acquittals and everything, and it was turned down and turned down. How many more chances should he get? What's the point? What's the use? And it's basically a mindset of, he's black trash. He never was doing anything with himself anyway. He doesn't come from a family of means. He ain't got nothing going on. He was out here robbing and doing this and that. And then, there's other lies being put out there saying he was, in and out of prison for RAP and doing all this and that and the third. But, we know how they like to lie, right? And make it look worse. And people just read stuff and they believe it. But our people, when it comes to us, we are charged with doing the research. It's 2024. If I could take the time out of my busy day where I could be making money right now to just do this video, you could take the time out to do some searches and stuff. You got phones you could talk to. Hey, so-and-so, look this up real quick, and they'll talk it to you. It's not that hard to get some research and then take it from there and go deeper and get the information you need and put in the work. Because I'm going to tell you, what they say, prayers without works is dead. Isn't that some kind of religious saying or something? Like, Negroes without works is dead, okay? So you're the walking dead around here. I'm telling you that now. It is really sad, because ultimately my gripe is with you folks, because you sat up there and you posted on social media. I did not know about this case until that day. And I'm not saying if I knew there's something I could have done, because can't no one person do it. But I'm saying I didn't find out about it until that day. And it's like all I saw on social media was y'all posting about this dude. And y'all was so emotional, and you was crying, and you was praying, and you was saying, you had all this drama and theater going on. But none of you, not one of you, going down there at minimum. You was on social media. That is all y'all did for that man. When it's almost clear and uncut that he's innocent, there is so many people just clearly pointing out how this man is innocent. I'm talking about even the prosecutors are now saying, they're not the same prosecutors, but the prosecutors are now saying this man needs another look at this case, because he does not need to be executed. Everybody, the family was even asking, for the same thing. And so it's like, y'all did nothing. You sat back knowing that they was absolutely going to do this man in, and you didn't do nothing. And it's like, boy, do you not understand where we at? Okay, do you not understand? Our people before us fought harder than this. And they saw nowhere really to go but up. We got to fight just for basic survival at this point. And you're going to have to fight. I'm talking about fight. You can't just float by. You can't just hang around. You can't just get money. You can't just be cool. You can't just be fly. You can't just fit in. You can't just whatever you thinking or whatever y'all been doing. You can't just none of that. Okay, you're about to be extinct, like I've told your ass years ago. You ain't got no other choice but to fight, or you gonna keep going outside like you've been doing. You're gonna keep going outside like you've been doing, unless you fight. And you know what fight means? It means that you're gonna probably get your butt whooped, okay, and you probably gonna die. But you know what you do? You still fight anyway, because what other choice do you have? And that's what our people did in the past. And that's what got us to the levels to where we've been at this whole time. But they didn't mean for us to just sit and float and be complacent and subservient and become a whole new level of trash, and then allow other people to walk all over us and then come and then surpass us and get on top of us, and then for us to become under the bottom and then lower than the bottom. When I think I can't become no more, I don't even want to use the word ashamed no more, because it's like, it's no point. I'm not even going to sit here and say I'm ashamed no more. I used to say I'm ashamed, but it's not me, because if I had a choice, y'all wouldn't be like this. It's just beyond disgusted. It's like, bro, I wish they just go ahead and just, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't even really say none of this without getting knocked off this social media. And I be kind of like feeling like saying F that too. But at the same time, y'all pathetic. And that's even an understatement right there. That's even an understatement. You sat up here and sat your behind on social media, call this number and say this speech. That man don't care about no script that you said. He don't care about nothing coming out your mouth no more than Kamala care about nothing in hot sauce in her bag. That's all she care about. That's all she got to do. Talk like, act like, or be perceived black in a woman. And that's all it takes. It don't take nothing. Don't be Trump. That's all it takes. The fact that y'all even tripping over who president and you don't even know who your local politicians are. That's dumb in itself. Like, y'all sat there and let this man be executed. But anywho, back to this. So her old man offered $10,000, right? For a reward. So soon as the guy who was locked up with Marcellus, because Marcellus said he never knew the guy personally and he never talked to him about any of this. He said like something about he was in a workout room with him, so they was kind of like, it's an open area, so they kind of like had access to each other, but it was nothing like that. But he said the guy apparently went to them, or they pulled him, who knows. Either way, he went up there and he testified. Now, what they don't tell you is that the guy was allowed to testify and say that Marcellus told him about a laptop he sold to another guy that belonged to the victim. But what he was not allowed to say is where he got the laptop from. Where did he get the laptop from? Because there's a lot of people running around here saying, oh, why did he have her items and shit? Why was his items found in her car? First of all, wait. How was his items found in his car if he sold them? Can you riddle me that? Stop believing stuff you hear. Why you do that? At this grown big age, why do you do that? Oh, I forgot, because you're dumb. Okay, cool. But I forgot what they used. Oh, they used the hearsay rule. Now, if he had told, if the guy who testified from prison had testified and said that Marcellus told him that he got it from a woman that they would allow the jury to hear that. They would have. Absolutely. But the man said that Marcellus told him that he got it from his girlfriend. They wouldn't allow the jury to hear that part, because we already know. We already know. So that's just one of the things. I'm not going to go on all doggone day. However, it doesn't make any sense. They didn't even have enough evidence to show that this man did this. What it all pointed out to me is that he was set up. His girlfriend, she testified not only against him in this case, but it was another robbery case. I don't know if you guys knew that. So his girlfriend was a prostitute and she didn't have a place to stay. She would sleep out of Marcellus's car. Okay. Now Marcellus wasn't doing great himself, and he wasn't out here don't really know much of the details, but he definitely wasn't no saint, which is unfortunate. But at the end of the day, they didn't have no proof that he did this, right? And his previous crimes, I haven't looked them up, so I'm not gonna sit here and try to lie or act or anything. But it don't sound like it was none of this, right? But he has been in and out of jail pretty much most of his life. So, that's another thing they look at when they be like, oh, it doesn't matter. But you can't just sit up here and put somebody down just because you want to frame them for actually taking out somebody else, when it's clear and uncut that you're supposed to give them the opportunity to be exonerated. And then you got everybody and their mama, including the people in your own state, begging you, which they shouldn't have to because they're supposed to tell you what to do, to look it over. And everybody is saying it except for you. You're actually demanding that they enforce it. You can't tell me this is not some deal that they made somewhere to protect somebody, and it got to be somebody important. That's why I say it's either one of those cops or one of those prosecutors, in my opinion, that actually was either messing with this woman and did it, or they was messing with this woman and they did it. That's what I think. So the girlfriend was a prostitute, and she was sleeping in a car. So they started putting charges on her. So you know how that go. We see that with Lil Woody, right? So now y'all understand that, right? You understand that now? Huh? Do you understand that now? Okay, cool. They Little Woody her ass. So they got her to first get him convicted of armed robbery, I think, in the previous some kind of, I think, I'm trying to remember what he said. Y'all can go back and watch it for yourself. But whatever it was, they got the same girlfriend to come and testify against him, which he said it was lies, so that they can amp his charge up, so that they can make it to where it's like aggravated or armed or something. Because under those circumstances, then when you have the stabbing, then they can charge him. They can give him a death penalty. So they had her come back and testify again in this case, as if saying the items, he had them when he said he got them from her. So where'd she get them from, really? Where'd she get them from, really? My guess is the same people that snatched her up and Little Woody her ass. That's where the items came from. They probably gave them to her to take to him, and since they was in that life, he went and started selling them. And there you have it, just that easy. So, it's really crazy. But to live in a country, period, to where somebody is sitting on the death penalty, and their trial was just a bunch of BS. And then the lawyers too, they got interviews too. They were okay. If you are at first he had public defenders, right? But then when he got convicted and he got the death penalty, he got 2 lawyers, because then when you have a death penalty case, you are allowed to get 2 lawyers, and they're supposed to be private lawyers, not public defenders. But it does not matter, because again, this guy wasn't working, he didn't have income and shit like that, so they're still paid for by the state. That's why you're allowed. When you say allowed, you already know they're paid for by the state, because if I'm buying my own lawyers, you ain't got to allow me to do nothing. Whoever my team come with, if Johnny Cochran and them got 50 people, then that's who all gonna be on my team, because I'm paying for it. So if they're allowing him to have at least two lawyers, of course they could be private all day. The state is still paying for it, so they are still for the state. And they could be private and still for the state. We all know that. If the agenda is, the agenda is. Okay? If you get Kamala Trump, your mama, your daddy, the agenda is the agenda. Okay? Stop acting. So they came out and they said they were working on another murder case at the time. So his case didn't even get the time that it deserves. And I know, okay, I'm not all the way 100, but in some cases, it is not allowed to even be doing it. Okay, so whatever the specific loopholes and actual rules, and does it vary by state and all that, as far as can you be working on what are the circumstances that you can be having two murder cases at the same time? Did they get through those loopholes because there was two of them, or what? And then, of course, that makes an excuse for, well, they had two murder cases, so they couldn't give him, but so much. But how's that ever fair? Because this guy is looking to be, y'all got to stop dressing like this when you look like that. It's just ridiculous. I'm gonna start telling you to your face. Like, do you really understand how you really look? Bro, do you really understand how you really look? If I can tell a dude, sir, you really need to pull your pants up, then I can tell a chick, bitch, you need to go back in the house and try something different, because you look real nasty right now. Okay? So, it's whatever. But anywho, yeah. It's just BS. Like, come on, man. With y'all, you mean to tell me y'all ain't never gonna get tired of being treated like this? So you gonna walk around in this flesh, in this spirit, in this body, your whole existence, and you just gonna keep taking it? You just gonna keep taking it? Dude walks in old girl house talking about she tried to attack him with some hot water. He shouldn't even have the audacity to even come out his mouth like that. And then after he did it, he gonna walk around like everybody outside supposed to be, I don't know, high-fiving him or cool with what he did. Like, boy, I don't know what his issue was, but, or what his, like, does he have some kind of like fable or something about black people and voodoo or something? He thought maybe saying I rebuke you was some black magic that actually works, and it works immediately. Like, he didn't even have time to go see if somebody could take the spell off of him. Like, he got spooked immediately. And just because you feel spooked, that means you could just take your thing out and pop out on somebody? And y'all just be like, and another one. I don't see how you look yourself in the mirror every day. I don't see how you walk around this motherfucker. You go to work and shit like it's all good. Be clocking in and everything. Working hard, getting your paycheck and everything. Be looking at it and shit. Proud of what you made. Go pay your bills and everything. They be raising prices on food and all that kind of stuff. They be taking your shit, giving it to immigrants, doing all kind of shit. And you just be like, it's cool, it's whatever. Like, y'all knew about this a long time ago. I see people was posting about this a while back. And you did nothing, though, but post on social media. Like, that was going to get it. And some phone calls. You made some phone calls. But what about making them phone calls did you think was going to make this dude say, that darky there's got a point. That darky there's got a point. I should, we should probably not execute him, and we should probably get maybe see if, we want to take another look at this case. How can you be that shitty and just keep walking around this mug? I'm so serious. I'm talking to all you African Americans and black people and Aboriginals, Native Americans, whatever you want to call yourself, whatever you want to call yourself. Hebrew Israelites, the Farrakhan them people. I don't care if you're Christian. I don't care if you what. I don't love you. I don't love you because you just got all kind of names and shit. Half of you don't even know what you really are, where you really come from, who you really are. Okay, all you know is you're supposed to get 40 acres and a mule. They plays your ass about that, and you still ain't. You don't have generation after generation after generation after generation come through this bitch, and you still ain't did nothing to make them come up off that there. You can't get no land. Y'all done been through, they done build projects around your people, which was experiments and just little, it's like they God. And they just had your ass in these little projects and shit where they can look down and they can make shit like this happen. And they can do what they want, create what kind of environment, red line, all this stuff, and put your ass in poverty and shit. And you know how they did you. You know how they did you after slavery and shit. Knock that shit down anytime you try to build something. Knock that shit down. Come burn that shit down. Get some white woman accuse your niggas of rape and shit. Knock that shit down. Burn that shit down. Take your town. Take your land. Drown that shit out. Take it. Put you in the project. Still ain't gave you your 40 acres and a mule. You ain't bust no ass yet. Alright? Got you all on poverty. Said we'll give you a little house in a projects and a little check and some cheese and milk and shit. Food stamps. But that nigga can't stay here. Okay, so you got all these kids in the projects, poor with no daddy. Don't want to give them no job. In and out jail. That's how you get people like Mr. Marcellus Williams. It just got executed. How you think his life ended up being like that? Y'all sit up white folks mainly, even some of you uppity Negroes, okay, or Sambo Negroes, because I know the story. I don't say Uncle Tom. I know to say Sambo. You Sambo ass Negroes. Y'all get on here and be like, yeah, well, he was a thug anyway. He was a this. Bitch, my mama was a crackhead. Since I was 12 years old, hooked, line, and sinker, and she smoked crack till she died. Left us to fend for ourselves, okay? Where you think crack came from, huh? You gonna blame her for being a crackhead? That's just how the story go? Y'all sound just as bright as people talking, oh, they done shot up another school. Boy, we need some gun control around here, because the guns just, them damn guns, boy. I tell you, boy, I tell you, them guns don't know how to act. So this situation that black folks got in, they just got like that. They got like that. And some of y'all act like you so dumb, like you never even had a basic history class. Like, you can't be serious. But you sit up there and you watch this trial and you see this dude, and you like, what do y'all think about that? I'm curious. Because there's a lot of things you can think about it. I mean, he don't got no problem telling you he a killer. But he don't got no problem also telling you that they keep effing with him and grinding on him because they want him to help them put away a bunch of them. Isn't that how it goes? Even if it's to set up somebody, isn't that how it goes? Because I'm in Atlanta, and everybody I talk to, they say Young Thug is really that. Like, he really do need to be. Like, them going after him ain't no, like, they They just probably, I don't know. I don't know. In this situation, it's kind of like you between a rock and a hard place, to be honest. If anything, I think this situation just gives you a wide open look at situations that this system causes purposefully. And they have fun playing this game. They know good and hell well the system created these monsters. Y'all blame the monsters for being monsters. How the hell they become monsters? I wouldn't have never known this either unless I started paying attention. You're going to have to pay attention and do research to know this shit. But if you just live in your own bubble, you're not going to know it. You're not going to know it. If you choose a different life and you do not really understand how people become, even if you, sometimes, even if you grow up a certain way, you still don't necessarily automatically understand how you got like that. From what I'm seeing, even Woody didn't understand how he got the way he did. It seemed like he's realizing it, learning it, and now wants to change it. I mean, I don't know. I'm not advocating for nobody. But yeah, because you can't say one is worse or better than the other in this situation. Because everybody who's telling me in Atlanta, and I'm saying Atlanta, like when people who not from Atlanta say Atlanta, they really be talking about all places they don't even understand ain't Atlanta. I'm talking about everywhere. I'm talking about everywhere. Everybody who talk about them, and especially Young Thug, they clear. They're pretty doggone clear. They're pretty doggone clear. But what did they have on him? We don't even know, because this whole time they've been doing what? Trying to force and bully, because that's all I've seen. Bully. This didn't happen for no reason. Bully this guy into right in front of our faces into testifying. And then you get a new judge and you get new people, and I say, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and slide off of this because I don't get into this kind of stuff anyway. I like true crime, but this to me is just like I'm not interested in the outcome of this case. That part was entertaining, but it was also educational. I'm not going to follow this whole doggone thing. I didn't follow what's the other one? I think he's still going on. Where he had his friends. I don't know. Melly. I only watched a little bit where they showed that he pretty much like he really his own friend. I'm like, okay, that's what they do. But this is Atlanta. This is the climate around here. Y'all talk about Chicago. Y'all don't even understand how cold it is around here. Y'all don't even understand. Y'all don't even understand. But where did that come from? This shit ain't get like this, and our people ain't just get like this. Not at all. Not at all. And one thing you have to understand, and what should be made clear with Woody, because I'm not gonna sit up here like that's kind of like how a lot of these chicks is doing with Woody. It's kind of like how these women doing with Wade Wilson. Oh my God, he's so fine. Bitch, stop lying. Oh my God, I'm so in love with him. Oh my God, he this, he that. And it's like, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? But forget all that, because that's stupid. But what I will say is, I can't speak for Wade Wilson ass, and I won't speak for his crack ass. I don't know shit about him. But I will say that he didn't just get like that. But you hear how they doing it. Oh, his adopted parents gave him such a good life, and it was so great. Child, please, y'all skipping a whole lot of shit there, because this dude was crazy from jump. He been had issues, and clearly they didn't handle them correctly. Y'all missing a whole, you need to do a whole real honest documentary on this dude, because you do not just one day wake up and decide that you're just gonna, with no feelings of care whatsoever and no remorse, choke out two women randomly. Nah, nah, nah. This dude being diabolical. And then they allowing him to blame it on drugs. Are you serious? Like, get the fuck. But that's the difference. That's the difference. But anywho, when it comes to people like Little Woody, you know, I see people, they're saying, because I've watched, I couldn't believe it the first time I heard him say, well, I think it was watching the exchange between him and the prosecutor, and realizing that they are saying that he eliminated, what's his name? The nut juice dude. And I'm like, okay, I'm about to start getting into this because I think I'm getting what out of this, what I think I'm getting. I'm about to start watching this because this right here is a trip. So I started to get into it. And it became more obvious. And I started to go look at interviews that he did, and he would do a lot of bragging about eliminating. Even after testifying, and I'm like, that's very interesting. That's very interesting. And I would see some people in his comment section saying, because I know I did, but I think I saw other people also say, everybody's saying they love him, but he's admitting that he is a killer. And I saw people in there say, people act like, or either they don't understand that in these streets, that's how it go. You either kill or be killed. And that's a lot. That's something that people don't even realize if you're not living that life. That's something you don't realize. To see him sit up there and say that, and you're not a part of that world, it's like, it's an isolated statement. It is like, bro, do you realize what you're saying right now? But to him, that's the way life gotta go. And it gives me a deeper insight when I see him put the emphasis on, they trying to lock me up and force me to do this when I'm trying to protect my family because somebody coming at me to try to kill me. Because the whole time before that, I was like, yeah, you was shooting at somebody, though. Yes, they was shooting at you, but yeah, you was shooting at them too. And you're not even supposed to have a weapon and da-da-da-da-da. And I'm going down all in my head, all the rules and laws and everything. But then now I'm coming in from a different perspective. Okay, this is this lifestyle. That's the way it is. These cops know this. And one way that they absolutely know it is because it's not only their job to know it, but it's their job to take advantage of it. And they come from the very system that actually created this for the purpose of being able to help them take advantage of it and to eliminate and jail our people and destroy families and things like that. And y'all are just complacent all the time. Complacent with any and everything that carries about. Complacent. There's no way that the system, that one guy who sits in an office should be able to, regardless of if he is standing behind a law or what have you, there is no way that he should be able to, when you have this particular situation with this particular evidence and you have this many people of different levels, because I'm talking about qualified attorneys, current prosecutors right there in that same city and state, in the same courthouse. You got the families of the victim and more, all calling, demanding, begging, everything for this guy to stay his execution. There is no way in a bloody pit of Hades that he should be allowed to himself say as if he is God. No, no, no. He gonna die. That is murder. That's exactly what that is. It's nothing more, nothing less. And this entire, whoever was in knowledge of the situation, everybody in knowledge of that had pre-knowledge that a man was going to order other men to commit this red rum, and you let it happen. The president, your raggedy ass, weird neck vice president, everybody. All you regular Joe Blow citizens, everybody in the comment section talking about, I cried, I prayed, oh, I hoped, I thought about him, oh, I told my son about him. I just, you shut up. Shut up. That's what you do. Just shut up. Like, you should really be, you're useless. As a collective, as a society, you are really useless. If we this bad off. First y'all let all these goddamn people bum rush your fucking country, knowing they don't mean you no good. They come to take. They come to take. Okay? They come in here. They come here. And what I think is an invite, okay? Because you're being set up. You know y'all found out a long time ago that your government didn't mean you no good. You found out and I find it interesting, I only got 1 like on this video. You should know by now. If you didn't know years ago, I don't give no fucks. Because all the ones not liking, you know I'm talking about you. And you just can't handle it. Because why not? You know? These aren't the conversations you have with your family and friends. No. You be sitting up there, I don't know, you be talking about dumb shit. I don't know what you be talking about. I don't know. I can't even think of the dumb shit. I just need to scroll social media and look at something. Whatever pops up, that's what the hell you be talking about. If you ain't talking about none of this how I know y'all gone. It's all kind of ways. I could do this all day, but I'm about to go make some money, okay? Shit. I reluctantly pay my bills. But y'all sitting y'all dumbasses up here, and you're actually like, first of all, I don't even know where to start. You know, I'm getting ready to this I'm gonna tell y'all what I'm gonna do. Okay, I'm gonna come on one of my other pages because I got plenty of YouTube pages, right? I'm gonna start coming on one of my other pages, and I'm gonna come up with some kind of name for this, and I'm just gonna tell you about yourself, okay? And if you ever wanna come on, long as you can handle yourself, which you probably can't, but as long as you can handle yourself, you could come on and you know, we can talk. I'm not gonna argue with you, but we can talk. However, what is there to talk about? There's nothing else to talk about. So I just want to talk junk to you. I just want to tell you how you ain't no good. That's all I want to do. That's all I feel like saying to anybody. I just want to tell y'all how you're not no good. Maybe it applies individually, but it more so applies collectively, and not just the black folk, not just the African Americans, or whatever you want to call yourself. Bitch, they done gave y'all how many names? And you've proudly taken them all. You've been their pet a long time ago, and they don't even consider you a pet no more. I don't know what you are. You're nothing. You're nothing. And that's what they thought about Marcellus. That's what they thought about Marcellus. And to this day, you still allow people to run with this narrative that, you know, this guy did not deserve. He didn't deserve to not be executed for something that he probably actually didn't do. Okay, I was not there. I cannot say he didn't do it, and I personally didn't research the case, but from what I'm hearing, it sounds like homeboy. This is it's not really that hard. It sounds like he was set up. It sounds like somebody was pointing this woman. She was a reporter. Okay, sound like somebody was diddling her. I don't know. Maybe was she pregnant? Do we know? Of course we don't. Maybe she didn't want to get an abortion. You know, it could have been all kind. Oh, we can't say that word, can we? Oh Lord, yeah. I'm gonna come on one of my other channels, and then I can say all the things I want to say. Okay? Yeah, but you know how Dre be like, bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks. That's y'all. That's y'all. Because I'm gonna give it up to all the people who went down there and protested, at least, and those was white people. I'm not gonna say want no black people there. If it was some black people there, first of all, shame on you for calling yourself black, but I'm gonna put the fist up for you. Is it this how you do, or you do it like this? But black power, my brother, my sister, or whichever one. Okay, good on you. Okay, proud of you. At least you did that. But I don't think it was no black people out there. Either way, I'm right? Because if you went out there, you probably don't even call yourself black anyway. Because only black people, first of all, are proud to call yourself black or African American or anything like that. Secondly, y'all just set your ass on social media knowing they was about to kill this dude. At least the white people was like, hell no. They was calling up there. It was a woman. She posted it. She said she was on some blackmail type stuff. She was like, you tell him. Da-da-da-da-da. It was some old read between the lines type stuff. And this is not going to end well. Okay? Do you hear me? You tell him this is not going to end well. And I was like, they know each other. He didn't care about none of that, because from what I believe, that's something he had to uphold. And then I was told this was his last term or last execution. I'm not sure, but he's supposed to be like, he's not up for re-election is what I believe. I think I got that from Meaty X. I'm not sure. Who y'all need to be listening to more of. Okay, and if you say, oh, she's so hard, she's like hardcore, she's like a dude, and she cussed too much, honey, listen, I used to feel the same way. Okay, I used to have to take her in increments. Trust me, you're gonna have to work on yourself. All right, hit that like button. Stop being a bitch. All right, I'm learning how to talk to y'all more like Michi X. I could never be Michi X. So trust me. Go over there and get your tongue lashing proper. You're just gonna get it a different way from me. But I had to learn and toughen up from her. I had to learn how to. It's okay, say some cuss words. Just don't get your channel knocked. Okay, that's why I'm gonna move over there, and then I'm gonna say more harsh things. Okay. say more harsh things. And I'm gonna go on TikTok, and you can throw some gifts at me, okay? So I can get paid. Tell you about yourself, because that's all you need. That's all you need to hear. You don't need no accolades. You don't need nothing. Let me tell y'all something, because I said this on TikTok, but I want to say this here before I go, because this is really a waste of my time, because these be the ones I take down or move around or put behind paywall. Ain't nobody gonna pay to hear how they ain't hitting on shit. So if it reaches one person, but you gotta be willing to take it though. You gotta be willing to take it and accept it and take a good look at yourself, because you out your rabbit if you don't think we pass in trouble. Y'all are crazy. Just in general, I'm talking about everybody. You know, it's the black folk slash Israelites slash African American slash Negro slash whatever the hell you want to call yourself, Aboriginal slash whatever, honey. Mainly y'all, for real, for real. But cause y'all, you know what? I'm gonna tell you the number one thing that you should be. First of all, golly, I mean, it's a lot of number ones, okay? But I mean, you at the bottom, dumbass. But you know, you the main ones that can't stick together. So you're gonna have to figure out what you need to do, because y'all so slow. You never catch on to anything. It don't matter where you at right now, how you doing. I say again, it don't matter where you at right now or how you doing. That's never gonna work out for you. Uh, you know, when they flip the switch on your ass. Because they always what? Always flip the switch. They always flip the switch. Always. Never fails. It doesn't matter who you are. And it's even more of a guarantee nowadays. And it's never a surprise. So you really got the upper hand, because we already know what's coming. It's worse than anything ever before. And it's a guarantee. Just like death is a guarantee. The dude my niece killed. I'm saying too many words I'm not supposed to. Somebody said he didn't deserve, nobody deserves that. That's stupid. Everybody does. That's why the creator blessed us all with it. Everybody's gonna get it one day. Okay, everybody's gonna close their eyes. Well, my mama had her eyes wide open. She was just looking out like she was looking at me. So I don't want to say close the eyes, but everybody's gonna die. So we all deserve it. God, whatever your creator, our creator, I know your creator might be different from mine. Some people might be man-made. Decided that we all deserve death. So everybody's gonna get it. And it ain't gonna be cute. Hey, y'all. Nut Juice gotta do a name change first and foremost. Oh, listen. It was, I don't know the guy name. But it's got nut in it somewhere. Yeah. His, like, street name. Yeah. And when they was talking about the shower, and what's his name? The lawyer asked him. He said, "Do they have standing water in the?" I don't know. I really can't talk about it. I don't got a problem with the nut juice part. I got a problem with the standing water part. Just the thinking about it, and then you get to imagining. Yeah, that's gross. But what he called it, he said, "Oh, we call that nut juice." It's almost like leaving dishwater in the sink too long. You know what? I had to think for a minute. I was like, why he say that? Did any other females have to do that? Because I was like, because I mean, we don't stand in the shower and jerk off. I had to go through a whole process to get to that answer. You know, I could have just turned around and be like, why did he say that? But I didn't have that option just then. So I had to sit there like Jeopardy. I was like, And everybody think that's funny in the comment section. Oh, they going in. Oh, he said nut juice. Oh, they doing little shorts and everything. Oh, he said nut juice. And I'm like, I get it. It's a play on words. The guy's name had nut in it. But the shower, nut juice, his blood, maybe? I went through a whole thing to get to that point. And I was like, I don't know how I came to it. It was a whole, I had to solve some real life problems and situations to get to understanding, oh, because they jerk off in the shower and it's already standing water, so the jerk off is going to be right there in the standing water, so it's nut juice. That it was too much. It was too much. It was too much. Yeah. Anywho, I'm out of here. I'll be back on another channel because I just really feel like talking my shit. And that's not gonna change because, man, y'all not changing. And I'm not even cool with it. Like, I'm not getting ready to sit up here and act like y'all great. Y'all ain't great. Y'all be doing this. Well, I don't really see it that much no more, but black is this and black is that and black people rock and black. Shut the fuck up. Y'all the raggediest, most dumbest motherfuckers on the face of the earth. You know? It's even the way y'all went hard with that they not like us shit. Like, shut up. You're so corny. Why do you copy everything and just do the same thing? You play that out like crazy and you act like you got something. You don't got nothing but a stupid song that say they not like us. Who is they? Okay, y'all bagging on Drake for what? You made him popular? He was ugly as hell, dry as hell, like monotone. Just like, there's nothing about him. And y'all act like he is the finest dude when he is gross and corny and whack and just ill. Ew. You made him popular to start with. And he gonna stay where he at. After you run that song in the ground. But then you acting like you painting it all on walls and murals and shit and showing it to your children like, oh, this is the new Malcolm X or some shit because Kendrick Lamar said they not like us. What the fuck does that even mean? Explain. What does it really mean that it makes it so powerful? You right. They not like us. Let me tell you why they not like us. Do you really want to keep it real about why they not like us? Huh? You're the only dummies that come out here. Oh, we're special. You show is, baby. You short bus special. That's what the hell you is. We got powers and shit. And we come from where? Do you come from? You don't fucking know. You're just making up some shit that sounds good to you. Most of you don't even really know who your daddies is. Stop. Don't you lie. And you don't know, you probably don't know who your granddaddy is. But if you do, it kind of stops right there. You don't have no real family history. Family traditions and all that kind of stuff. You don't got none of that. You don't got no empires, no legacies. None of that. No, you don't know no history. However, you don't even know where you are actually from. You don't even know how the world was constructed back then. You're unsure about the so-called slave trade. You're really trying to figure that out. You don't know. You have no clue. You know, they got you so discombobulated. But you know, you're great. And everybody want to be like you and they hating on you. They jealous of you and they steal your shit and they scared of you. Okay, badass. Badass. Why you keep letting them do what they doing to you? You know, you pretty much know. You don't know everything, but you do know a lot. Okay, you know a lot about what they done to you, what they doing to you. You know too much to keep letting it be done. I be damned. Okay, if the immigrants was gonna jump over here and take from anybody, it sure wouldn't be in my people, huh? One of them niggas tried to holler at me so bad one day, I almost considered it. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. There's so many of them around. I got scared. That's a doggone shame. That is a doggone shame. How you walk around here? Mm, 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 mm. With all this that you supposed to have in you, and you still don't do nothing, and then you let everybody play your face. I'm talking about everybody. Then not only that, you beg people to play your face. Kamala was like, I'm just gonna chill in the cut. They was like, yeah, Kamala, you come over here. Joe gonna be president, and you just sit back and chill. Just chill. We'll let you know when it's your turn. Now y'all like, Kamala, come please play our face. Can you please play our face? Yeah. And then you're going to all the women that's black women that's shooting for Kamala. I don't care if I know you and everything like that. You only, it's gonna bother you. It's not gonna bother me. I will punch you dead in your face. Okay? I'm just joking, YouTube. This is jokes for being just for being, okay? Just for being. You want to tell the little girls, okay? I let y'all slide with that Michelle Obama stuff. And now I actually do believe that that's probably a dude. I know way more now than I even knew then. And I do believe. I do believe that they weren't lying about Barry and Michael. But y'all don't care. You don't care. It's just because they black. Just because they black. You want to beg Kamala to play your face, and you want to tell the little girls. These y'all new superheroes. Kamala and Kendrick Lamar. You know what? First of all, y'all shouldn't even really care about who president, because it's going down either way. Listen, we shouldn't even have to have this conversation. I feel like I'm trying to talk to a child about the birds and the bees. If we gonna have this conversation, okay, that's what we not gonna do. If you don't know, then just as an adult, just leave, okay? And if you don't know what that means, do it expeditiously, okay? Because I'm so over you guys. Like, it is pathetic. It is pathetic. Y'all don't fight for anything anymore at all. You sitting up here and you talking about, they shouldn't have had the first debate. Now they want to talk about doing another one. Then what's her name, Melania, wants to ask a question, should they have a second debate on Twitter with Elon being the host? It's already a clown circus. The election's been a clown circus years ago. We don't care who you make president, to be honest. I'm just glad they got Joe down from there. But to be honest, if you're going to have anybody represent, it needs to be Trump. That's not up for debate. You can't debate me on that. You can't say no. What grounds do you have to stand on? Seriously, if there's one person, I want one female and one male to come in my comment section and tell me that between Trump and Kamala, what's his name, Cornell? Did he make it? He didn't make it? Okay, well, we ain't talking about him. Between Trump and Kamala, I want you to tell me that I can't say it. I can't. Kamala should be president. And let me know you're serious. And then I want you to come on here with me and give me just I want you to say it to my face. I want to look you in your face and hear you say something such like that out your mouth and tell me why. Because y'all be playing. Y'all don't be adulting out here for real. Y'all be playing around. There is absolutely nothing that qualifies this chick more. And I am biased. I'm going to put my disclaimer up. But this is, I don't even need to use that. I don't think a woman should be president. But we don't got to talk about that. And isn't that great? We don't have to talk about that. I do not think a woman should be president. You don't like that? I'm going to say it again. I don't think a woman should be president. I said, I don't think a woman should be president. Ever. Ever. Yeah, see how you got mad? There you go. There you go. I mean, it's a lot of dudes around here too that, yeah, but nah, we're not gonna play that game. We're not gonna play that game. We're not gonna play that game. It's dumb that that's even an option, but I mean, this world is jacked up. It's really jacked up. I mean, we really need to fall back. Kamala needs to get up out of there. All right. First of all, if she's even real, I don't hear nobody talking about that, but she said about my mama. Bitch, my mama smoked crack. You want to talk about mamas and what they did? I don't nobody care about what your mama did. What does it have to do with the presidency? I'm sorry. What'd you say? Huh? This your pick? What's his name? He's supposed to be fighting Tyson. What happened to that? What happened to that? Tyson and whatever his name is. How many people in the chat? 3 people? Okay. Who what's his name supposed to be fighting Tyson? What's his name? I can't stand his ass. That's why I don't remember his name. But him and his brother, I think he has 3 brothers. So 2 of them interviewed Trump. That was a good interview. A lot of Trump's speeches and interviews are very good. I listened to them. Okay. But I've been studying Trump for years. Books, all that. So I just be like, oh, you don't like him. Well, that sucks for you. I mean, oh boy, that really sucks for you. Sometimes you don't be liking your husband either, do you? But you be still married to him, don't you? You still choose him, don't you? Y'all so damn stupid. You don't like him. You don't like him. That is your best choice, okay? That's an easy one. Done. Out the way, okay? It's not even that big a deal. It is, but it's really not. And honestly, given all the choices we've been having and the choices, ooh, boy, if I could see the future based on just everything that we're probably gonna get ever, this is probably the best choice. Yeah, y'all ready for it? That I mean, I'm talking. Did somebody once predict that this would be the last election, or that last one would be the last election, or something like that? I think I kind of know what that translates into. That translates into Trump is it. Okay. After that, I don't know what's gonna happen, but it might be something like that coming. Yeah, you're not gonna get another better qualified uh, presidential candidate than Trump ever, ever. I don't care what you say. You can't debate me on that. It's not possible. It's not possible. Everybody is garbage. This planet is garbage. The U.S. is garbage. Okay, times two. Well, times 10. Okay, it is. The humankind is garbage. The human brain is garbage. Yeah, y'all been eaten by alien parasites and freaking. I ain't gonna tell you everything. You ain't gonna believe it anyway. That's easy. That's easy. You should have been paying attention to your local politicians. That's what you should have been paying attention to. Why you think they make such a circus out of the presidential candidacy all the time? Because that's what they want you to focus on. And the fact that you think, oh, they try to stop us from voting. You really think it's about the presidential candidates. And you really believe that you are... it's too complicated for you. I'm just... Yes, do you. Kamala, woman, black woman president. What am I thinking? We deserve that. Girl power. Let's fucking do it and shit. Because it's smart. It makes sense for there to be a woman president. If you're going to get a woman president or a black woman president, either one is still a woman. Okay? I ain't tripping on the fact that it's black. I'm tripping on the fact that you're going to put a woman in office. You might as well put Joe back up there. Okay? I think you'll do better with Joe. And I'm serious. I think you'll do better with Joe. Like, can we just go back to Joe instead? All right? You ain't gonna do nothing but get mad at what I said, because y'all don't think. You only feel. You don't think. Not at all. Trump can make all the sense in the world, but you would get the fuck mad. You would get mad. What the hell? I just heard somebody say the other day that Trump was told everybody to drink bleach. Y'all still saying that? Y'all still saying that? Oh God. That is not what happened. That is not what happened. I mean, come on, man. That's not what happened. Did you hear the words that came out of his mouth? Did you look up the chemical? Did you? Because it would do you good to know about it. He was trying to tell your ass something good. Jesus. As someone, I guess I can't say that, can I? Siri, can I say that? No. Siri said no. Don't say that. Mm-mm. That's not what the man said. Stop telling lies. You sound stupid. You sound stupid to anybody who knows what he said and knows what it is and knows what it does. You sound dumb. Even with the I really can't help him too much on the eating the cats and dogs. I don't know if he's getting older, or I mean, he's old. Just to repeating what you heard, maybe I don't, because we all heard it. I don't have nothing there, but everybody can't get it 100. But in comparison, shit, y'all can't. Trump beats. He trumps literally. Y'all presidents going back all the just. I'm talking about line them up, baby. Knock them down like dominoes for real. I don't see how you're not impressed. Okay. He's hilarious. He's entertaining. He's intellectual, and he's very logical when it comes to things you should be focused on. And he's a damn good businessman. He's a good negotiator, and he got a certain kind of power that Kamala would never have. If anything, she gonna have less power than Joe. And that's important. They already invading your country. That's going to be a dumbass move, but I know y'all going to try to pull it off. I know you are, because y'all known for what? Doing stupid things. So you're going to do that because it's stupid. That's what America does. The stupid things. The smartest thing for you to do would be to put Trump in office. Not because I believe in the presidency in the way y'all believe in the presidency, is because it's still a role. It's still a role. It's still a role. And for your safety, you need to put Trump in office. That's the most security that you can hand to yourself right there. You don't gotta understand what I'm talking about. Just know that I'm telling you this. That's the most security that you can hand to yourself, right there. In a world of chaos, that ain't gonna do nothing but get way more chaotic than your little tiny mind can imagine. Cause you living in something, I don't know, y'all probably living in simulations for real. Because you don't even believe what you actually in and what's getting ready to start happening, and how helpless and vulnerable your ass really is. Oh, and y'all afraid of dying. I forget that part is like the most. Everybody's afraid of dying. That's weird. That's weird. You ain't gonna get no kind of respect if your ass afraid of dying. You gonna have to fight, Bo. You gonna have to fight. Okay. When soldiers go to war, they know that they might fucking have to like really, really fight. They also know that they might die. They might not come back. Y'all can't be serious around here. Y'all can't be serious. They can snatch your daughters up and send them off in a draft. Don't look at me. I'm about to be 48 years old. I got 1,000,001 reasons why you better get out my face. I ain't going nowhere. Okay? They'll have to kill me for any of that. Any of it. Okay? It'll never be me. I'm not scared of dying. So don't look at me. But they can snatch your daughters up and send them off to war. When has that ever? Miss President? Black woman president. You want a black woman president? Well, good. Good. Now your daughters can be drafted. How you feel? Huh? How does that shit taste? How does it smell? Is it good? Does it go well with your tea? Does it? I hope so. I hope it's real smooth, just how you like it. I hope it's very cutesy and very demure. I really do. I swear I do. Y'all done took this shit too far. Oh, hell, he done locked the door. Yeah, y'all done took this too far. You should have realized that a long time ago, but unfortunately, we haven't been able to negotiate with each other well since I don't know when. Since I guess you've been allowing the government to manipulate your relationships with each other. Okay. I can understand there being a point where women had to say, okay, ladies, these dudes, they really think they got it going on. They really think they can just treat us any kind of way. I get it. I get it. I was I was like literally mad for a long time, but I had to use logic. Okay, do research and understand. And it makes sense. It makes sense, but sometimes when you just want to be mad, you ain't trying to hear it. But I get it. I can imagine what kind of jerks they were. How just abusive they were. I get it. Soul control, soul power, you're their property. I get it. I get it. But you went way too far and for way too long. And y'all should have renegotiated these terms a long time ago. And fuck you for not doing so. Okay, I don't care what nobody say. Both of you, man and woman. I don't give a fuck. We not gonna blame one side over the other. Y'all got these people said, "Oh, this is great. We like this. More of it, more of it." And they just been stirring the pot ever since. And y'all just been battling and battling, and it ain't even getting no better. And everybody's dysfunctional. How does that feel? How does that smell? How does that look? And you're defeated because the main people, the people that's your enemy, that's really kicking your ass, and that's gonna kick your ass, and you still don't know. Don't none of y'all really understand what's going on and why. You don't. You don't even know. But the things you do know about, you're just letting it happen. That's stupid. It's not like you guaranteed a whole bunch of life cycles. This ain't no goddamn video game, dodo. Nobody gonna jump in that black box and rescue your ass and give you another shot. Like, this is it. I mean, I'll be glad when I'm done. Because this is some bullshit. From beginning to end, it's some bullshit. For real. And people suck. For real. I'm really disappointed. It's not enough badasses on here. It's not enough warriors. It's just not enough. It's too much it's too much. It's too one-sided. It's too much. It's way. Ain't nothing fun around here. Ain't nothing fun. You can't make nothing fun. You can't make a cookout fun. You can't make a party fun. There's nothing temporary that you can do that's truly, truly fun. Because at the end of the day, this is some BS. And nobody should be able to dictate your entire walk in life so much as is being done. And terrorize you at the same time and stomp on your neck and squeeze you like an orange or a lemon the entire time and try to get every drop of juice out your ass. And then when they don't have no more juice to get, they're going to fabricate some juice. They're going to make a juice simulator and then make the simulation of juice come out you and squeeze that out you. And then they're going to toss you to the side and then they're going to take your remains and turn that into a fucking robot and then still use you. And you know it and you don't care. You're happy with it. Like y'all be on TikTok. I ain't gonna lie. Some of it is contradictory for me to say that, but it's quite concerning because you do it so well. Like, y'all really take that seriously. Like, there's a whole sector and a hierarchy and, you know, respect levels and shit. Like, y'all really, like, y'all be on here, like, truly acting like AI. But where did that come from, though? Because y'all used to say people were tripping and stuff when they say that people are AI. And this and that is AI. This and that is AI. But y'all should be past that now. Because there's a lot more artificial than it is real now. And there's a lot more foreign than it is. There's none of these diseases and shit that are real. They plague you with invaders and you take it upon yourself because what? Because you enjoy the palates. You enjoy, like, you're enjoying the taste, the flavors, the textures of whatever the bullshit is that they're giving you when it, the whole point, what did Dr. Sebi say? It's supposed to be for life and survival, and so you know that's not for your DNA and shit, but you partake in it anyway. And the whole time, like, you take shit fly around and bite you, and they tell you that that can't do nothing to you, and you believe it, but it's literally a freaking parasite. And then they go out and then they come and they actually tell you that they're actually creating these, but they'll lie and say, oh, it's because we're gonna try to help get rid of some of these other ones, you know, that that just, you know, are out of control. It's a lie. And you can think that you're like me. Oh, I'm vaccine free. Oh, I haven't did this. I don't go down there. I don't get this shot. I don't do this. I don't do that. Well, they give it to you anyway. How many times do you get bit? They got flies, ticks, mites, lice, mosquitoes. All of those are literally parasites. Diseases, even sexual diseases, those are freaking parasites. Do you know what a parasitic? Do you know what a parasite is? Damn near any and everything that they've given other names to. And they're freaking aliens. Creatures that are so charismatic and so powerful. It's insane. You wouldn't believe it. They have a parasite. The female and the male will go and hold the fish, the gill. He'll get up under the gill. And the female will go in and she will sever apart, and this is a fish, inside of the fish. She will sever off the tip of the fish's tongue and sit her ass right there. And the fish don't die. And the parasite eats. And the fish don't get to eat. They don't teach you about those, do they? There was once a woman who tried to sue because she found out that a bunch of fish that she bought actually contained a lot of those parasites, those particular parasites. And she ended up losing the lawsuit because they said that the parasites weren't poisonous. to the humans. Now, those particular parasites, they do get in and do that to the fish. There's so many kinds of parasites, it's not even funny. Most of these sexually transmitted diseases and all other kind of diseases that they've told you about are fake. They made them up. I done told you this 1,000 times. Y'all still don't believe it. They're not even real. They don't exist. It's just something they gave a name to profit off of when they know different. I told you about Sally, what's her name? I never can say her last name, but I have a playlist. When she told you about the B12 deficiency, any type of mental, like MS, and what is the other one? Multiple sclerosis, Parkinson's, stuff like that. Those aren't real. It's a B12 deficiency. This is not no conspiracy theory. It's a damn fact. Cancer, all these shits, parasites. And y'all sitting up here still putting how much money into a freaking cure for cancer and all that kind of stuff. To sit up here and know and just keep learning how you being fucking played and pumped in life. Bitch, they had me back when I found out that they created crack specifically for black people, and I ended up with a crackhead mama. Do you know what the fuck that did to me and my siblings in our life? You know what that meant? Do you know we had to go through to have a mother being hooked on crack? And to know that these people created that shit on purpose? Do you know what I would love to have been able to do to avenge that? Versus what I look around and see. To watch what I see every day after day after day after day. Gotta come on here and watch y'all find out that it's a dude. He don't even deserve to die. But some guy, for lack of saying what I want to say, decides that he is gonna die anyway. Oh, it helped if I plug it into the phone there, huh? And y'all don't do nothing but post on social media. Baby, just go ahead and just drink the Kool-Aid. I'm talking about, you can meet me on somewhere and I'll just make a batch and give it out for free. I'll just drink the Kool-Aid. Go ahead. Because you're worthless. It's a shame what y'all doing to these would have been future generations. You lost the ability to discipline your own children a long time ago. Everything they take from you, take, and you just keep letting them take. Oh, you gotta have health coverage. That doesn't even make any sense. How does that make sense? Okay. Sure. What? That doesn't even make any sense. It's just pimping you more. It's a business move for them to benefit from and to control you more. That is stupid. Why would you let them? Why would you even sit up here and argue whether or not a woman should have a right to abort? You can't say the word. We're not going to argue that. If you're not in that situation, don't fucking worry about it. If you're not going to sit up here and argue whether or not a person can change, come on, y'all, don't be that dumb. If you're not going to argue whether or not a person can change whether what they were born as, I'm talking about y'all are majority in favor of children doing it, then you're not going to argue with me about a woman, and I'm a woman. Now, for myself, I don't even know why I'm saying this. I feel like I'm punking out by saying this. But I also feel a part of me needs to say it. That's never been something that's never been something I've been able to do. And I think a part of me feels like I need to say it's because I lost a couple of children, and that's been very traumatic. That's been very traumatic. So, yeah. Yeah, and I had to fight for one. I had to fight for one. Hard. I had to fight hard because I was only 13 years old. I had to fight for that one. Ooh, I had to fight. I had to fight. I had to fight. So, but I'm not going to sit up here and tell nobody just because I think, actually, I don't have no thoughts. What am I going to have some thoughts on that for? That's too deep. That's too deep. You should mind your, I want to say like 5 cuss words back to back. Business when it comes to that. I don't know who anybody thinks they are that you can tell a woman that she should not. I understand. I understand where you're coming from. Don't get me wrong. But you're going to have to listen. You got to let some stuff, you got to let a person, if that ain't your baby, you're going to have to let them walk their path. But to also try to put, like, advocate for it to be or assist in it being an actual law, you got, it's not a good situation. Do y'all study history at all? Y'all know we've been here already, okay? And there have been some very dangerous things done because it doesn't matter if you tell, thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not covet the man's wife. Come on, y'all know what the commandments are. A lot of people believe in them. Almost everybody breaks them, especially the pastors and the priests. So it don't matter what your rules are, they're going to get broke. They're going to get broke. So you care so much about this unborn embryo, sac, egg, baby, whatever you want to call it, that you're going to put the woman at risk and the baby. Can we just say baby? Y'all stupid. Y'all stupid. So we back to coat hangers and stuff again, right? Y'all was mad at Plan B and all that other kind of stuff. If something ain't your thing, it's not your thing. But to be able to tell, who the hell are y'all? Anyway, since when did America think that they was the freaking gods of everybody, to be everybody mama and daddy, and you can't even be the mama and daddy to your own children? Since when did you think it was your job to try and dictate what other people could do in their personal lives like that? You can't even sit up here and have a say-so if your own child wants to get a sex change operation. But you want to argue. You want to argue that a woman shouldn't be able to get in. See, this is why y'all so dumb. Peekaboo. Peekaboo, hello. Y'all are so dumb. This is why you got women sitting up here trying to be president right now, and everybody knows a woman shouldn't be president. I don't care what you act like. Everybody knows that's a dumbass idea. Everybody knows that. Everybody knows that. I don't care what none of you say. It does not matter to me. You're the idiots. If you think there should be a woman president, you shouldn't. You're not qualified to speak on it. But this is why you got women acting like this, cause y'all doing dumb shit like this. You can't even. Your child can go to school and be like, Miss Johnson, I want to be a girl. It's like, no, baby, you are a girl. Yeah, but my mom and my dad. Done. Done and paid for without your permission. So you can't tell me I'm lying. And I'm sorry, but I'll be 48 next month. So I remember a time where that shit didn't even exist. That shit didn't even exist. Because your mama come to your classroom and whoop your ass and won't nobody say nothing about it. Okay? The teacher will take you and whoop your ass and send them no home, and then you'll get another whooping. But yeah. So you can't fool me. You can't fool me. You can't fool me. Something's wrong with y'all. Something's wrong with y'all. You think a woman who already went through the feminist movement, feminism, liberation, all that, and they trying to do everything, including become president, don't know where to stop, when to stop, because it's all jacked up. It's all jacked up. But you think a woman, if she is assaulted by a stranger, a family member, Wade Wilson, imagine Wade Wilson on his journey got somebody, she got to carry that. Well, let's just pretend that's disgusting to her. You saying she gotta have a baby. You telling a woman, a couple, a husband and wife, the doctor's giving them some news, and normally they would be able to choose that that's not the life that they want to have for them and the baby. Shut your mouth. Different severity levels, blah blah blah. Shut your mouth. Not your business. You saying that they gotta have the baby? Wait a minute. Hold on. But the 18-year-old girl that put her baby in a trash can and actually deleted the child, because the child had air in his lungs, so that baby was breathing. She knew she was pregnant. Her mammy knew she was pregnant too. You're not gonna tell us anything different. So she don't go to jail. Her mama don't get no charges either. This is a stupid world that we living in. Everybody need to drink the Kool-Aid. I'm convinced. It's just dumb. And every once in a while, I come on here and I talk my shit like this, like so, like this. And it's just, I just be wasting my time. At the end of the day, I just be wasting my time. Because y'all, it's just stupid. Don't none of it make no sense. And do you understand how hard it is to really function in an existence to where you really walking around here like, don't none of this shit make no sense. I can't take nobody serious. Nobody gets any respect from me, and nothing is to be taken seriously. So what are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? Help me understand. Y'all didn't put that girl in jail. You didn't do nothing. You tried to call her it was some kind of HIPAA violation. We don't even necessarily, honestly, to be honest with you, it could have been anything with that situation. Y'all lie so much and fake shit so much. It's a simulation here, an act here, a freaking lie, just like you lied to me over 20 years ago saying I had fibromyalgia and chronic fatigue. Had to get to the nitty gritty of some real hard truths. Some real hard truths. And y'all got the nerve to sit up there and want to try and defend. Oh, okay, I'll rephrase that. You want to get mad at what's his name? Victor. He's named after his father, Dr. Sebi's son, because he is calling out other people by saying that they're not being authentic with you. More specific, Yaki. Y'all don't care about what's the other guy name he said? I don't even know. It's supposed to be somebody popular. I never heard of him. But y'all real mad about Yaki. Dude ain't said one lie. This is my first time seeing him. When he came on Tasha K, I didn't know him. He ain't said one lie. But you're mad anyway. And then this is how dumb you are. Oh my God. You're never, it's not about you being smart. No, hell no. You say, first you got to go in on Tasha K, right? Because she's the bad guy. Although, she messy. But Tasha K is what Tasha K does. I mean, we already know that. What you get mad at her for? That's her show. Did you go your ass over there to watch it? Yes. You know she do that. She do it. She don't discriminate per category. That's about like people on TikTok crying because they say, oh, we're going to have to expose the people in the country music sector. Like, we don't want to believe these things about our country music singers. And I'm like, wait, y'all didn't have that ceremony already? We're worse off than I thought. I thought it was well and understood that everybody in the industry, y'all still trying to pick out who was at Diddy party or who was involved. I've had enough of this joke of an existence. I've had enough. I've had enough. Y'all can't get mad at this guy. Okay? He didn't say much. He didn't say much, but he spoke some profound truths. And you're mad. If you enjoy Yaki and you enjoy information that he's brought you and he's helped you, there's levels for everybody. Keep enjoying and do that. But if you're going to get mad and you're not even willing to absorb and take in anything that he has said to you, I don't think he cares. He just did what he's supposed to do, put it out there. Just like I don't care that it's only one in the chat and I only got 3 likes. You think I care? That ain't stopping me. That ain't never stopped me. But one thing is for sure and 2 things is for certain. That homeboy ain't never lied. And I'm going to run the basics back for you again. Okay? We're going to run this down. Because I'm about to be out. Okay? I'm going to tell you. This is all that you need to be concerned with. Okay? Ain't nobody, well, I don't know his gripe because he said some stuff about his information and stuff like that. Listen, we ain't took none of them. That's them. You can't get mad at him for what he said about Yaki, blah, blah, blah. If you want to have that information debate and all that, then you do that. But sitting up there going to Tasha K, talking about they need to be working together. Why he didn't have him on there for a collaboration? Yeah, sounds stupid. You should say that about everybody she have on there that be going against each other, that are competitors. Just everybody should collaborate. And then you saying about black people. Y'all be saying stupid. You say the impossible because it sounds good. I can't even, I can't make up nothing dumb for it because you just do dumb shit. Okay, but anywho, okay. Let's see. Where do we start with this? All right. Yaki came on the scene. All right. This is what the man is trying to tell you. And he's telling you that he healed himself only eating fruit. Okay. When he did initially say that, he did say he was still only eating fruit. Shut your mouth. Okay. He was always a puffy. I ain't gonna use the word FAT like he did because I know TikTok got me about that. So it's just it's looked at as not nice, but it's literally a scientific word. Overweight, obese. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna say obese because technically yes. And puffy to show inflammation. Okay. What he is saying, you are not strictly adhering to that. And this is what you're demonstrating. Those two don't go together. So, regardless of what you feel about his information, that is fraud. Okay? Okay, cool. Let's see. What else was he saying? Oh, the money. The money. Okay. So, listen. Going back to what Dr. Sammy says. Until you cleanse your cells, baby. Until you cleanse your cells. Until you clean that blood. Until you clean that blood. Because life is in the blood. Until you clean that blood, you can take whatever you want to take. And you might get some effects from it. But you know what's going to get it first? Them parasites. That's done took over your body. Because that's why you're sick anyway. All right? They not even going to tell you that. All right? They're not even going to tell you that. But until you clean them cells up, you're not going to be able to get the full effect of that stuff. It's really not even worth your money. But I shouldn't say that because you might be able to save your own life by getting, parasite might be like, here, I'm going to give you a little spit. Or they might poop it out for you and you might absorb it then. And they might have you constipated, so you might absorb it back into your bloodstream while you're absorbing the poison and their excrements and things. Because that's really what be going down. Until you clean that blood and cleanse them cells, them herbs you're getting isn't going to do it for you. And while you are taking those herbs, if you are also dipping and dapping in your junk, you might as well stop. Okay? Because you're just refeeding the little ones that, I'm saying little, but I don't mean technically. But you're feeding the ones that you did not get rid of. Because there's so many of them. And they so bad in what they do. And you not even really understanding about them. You ain't got rid of all of them. It's really impossible. It's really impossible. And it only takes a little drop of what they really want for them to get enough power to start really, they multiply like crazy. And it can be different species of them. And they can get in different organs, including your brain, your liver, your thyroid, all that. Every little thing you got going wrong. Till you cleanse them things enough out your system, you really feeding that stuff to them. And Yaki selling you $700 a consultation to start with. I don't got no problem with Yaki. I'm just keeping it real like old boy is. thousands and $3,000 and stuff for just one round, one batch of herbs. And that first, everybody know the first round show ain't gonna get it. Everybody know it could take you months, even years, to even cleanse of the parasites good enough to be ready to start really getting good benefits of these herbs. Now just imagine you going and you talking to him. He might tell you to fast a couple of days or whatever. I just even recently heard him start talking about parasites. And even looking at them under, his microscope and everything. So I don't know how far he's going with that. But at the end of the day, he ain't no different than the medical industry. They lie, flip things so much and use nature stuff to resell. It's the same thing what he's doing. And you want to be mad at that because, oh, he helped me, he healed me. Bitch, that damn Excedrin migraine, get rid of that migraine too. Okay? But there's so many other herbs and stuff that could have did it too. There's so many other things. Do you know the parasite that's causing the migraine? Did you know the migraine was caused by a parasite? And anything else they tell you is being caused by is a freaking lie. It is a freaking parasite, literally. I put that on my life. Anybody to tell you that I'm lying got something to benefit from it. And there's no way you can ever defend this dude selling you, first of all, the consultation price is insane. And y'all, he's Dr. Umar. That's perfect right there. That's all I got to say. That's Umar. That's little Umar right there. That's little Umar. Targeting the impoverished community and having y'all just keep throwing that money out there. He talking that talk. Okay? And he team up with a lot of them other scammers. And, he come on here and y'all paying hundreds and hundreds of dollars for a consultation. And then you paying thousands and thousands of dollars for months, 3 months. I don't care if it lasts you 6 months. That's, first of all, the price was so high. Period. But then, just for it to last you that short amount of time. And he know that it's not, you might think you, it's no point because you're not going to believe me. You're not going to believe me. But one thing I can say is you can always go back to Dr. Sebi with this one thing. Forget all the other stuff. Forget what everybody else is talking about. Forget other stuff Dr. Sebi talk about. The one thing he says, you must fast, including dry fast. I know a lot of people got hot with him about that. And, a lot of people, they don't like the sound of that. They don't know how to do that. There is master fasting. There is dry fasting. If you truly understand what is happening to your body, if you are at a certain level of sickness that is showing up in your body, then you have a certain level of invasion to where that you're gonna have to. So you're gonna have to do a certain thing to get enough of them up out of there so you can stand a fighting chance of being able to heal and create an environment to where you are prevailing. And you're going to have to keep that at bay. And you're going to have to ever so often continue to do those fasts. And it ain't easy, boo-boo. We're talking about aliens. The lowest really thing you can call somebody or a thing is a parasite. And way more things are parasites than the medical or scientific world ever wanted to tell you. And they knew it all along. They just never told you. The trichomonas, that's one you can Google right now. I mean, there's a lot of them, but then that's plenty of people thought that, oh, gave me the trick. It's an STD. Oh, if you look at how it's transmitted, okay, and that's not the only one. Really, all of them, right? But that's one where they're plainly gonna say it is a parasite that is passed through sex, and that particular parasite causes the trichomonas. I can post the literature on this. I always can cite my source. Always. Okay? You're talking to someone who does very extensive researching. I mean, and I told y'all a long time ago, I got over 18,000 books. So, fuck that. You're being fooled and bamboozled and hoodwinked, and nobody loves to do it better really than your own people. Because they're like, shit, you let Master do it, why can't I come in and get some? Why not? Y'all, listen, Yaki just really started working out, and he like, it was so hard for him, poor thing. It was hard. And he looked like he kind of get into it. But, you know, that don't come natural for everybody. Actually living the healthy lifestyle is something he's having to teach, if not force himself into doing. So where he getting this out? Who said him? Shit. Who said any of them? They saw he was a good candidate. Just like Polite was a good candidate. Just like, baby. They gotta come with it every time. Okay? All right. Y'all, look at Pharaoh. Y'all still be trying to hold on to him, which is crazy. Y'all still be trying to hold on to young Pharaoh. Come on, young God. We see it in you. What the fuck do you see in him? Don't let him come on here and try to so-called teach one day or do a regular show. Y'all be like, he back. I'm like, these niggas. There was once upon a time, I used to say, this story that y'all have, oh, we was kings and queens and we used to rule and shit, and, you know, because we supposed to be the originals and everything. And, you know, we got cursed. That's why we've been going through all this, right? Because we got cursed. And that story y'all been telling, didn't y'all say that? I said, damn, why would we get cursed? Nobody really been able to give a real, like, nobody really been able to, like, well, why? Make it make sense? I guess because we the shit, and, like, we supposed to been, I mean, we passed that time already, so we already see it's not gonna happen. So you can't use that one anymore. This is some shit y'all made up. If you notice, y'all don't even do that no more. You don't even call each other king and queen no more, because, like, you just know it's just dumb. You know it. You know it. It's fucking pathetic. I'm getting ready to make this a regular thing. Okay. I might call it, just go ahead and drink the Kool-Aid. Yeah. Just go ahead and drink the Kool-Aid. Why not? I'll see you next time.